On a sunny winter's day, I'm going for a walk to see if I can find any snakes laying out in the sun. Now, in case you've missed any of my earlier videos about this subject, here in Australia, our snakes, they don't hibernate, they brumate. That means they just go and they go to sleep, their heart rate slows down and they go into a winter mode, we'll call it, like a deep sleep. But then when the sun comes out, they come straight back up from underground. But they don't go too far. They just go and they sit next to their hole and they lay in the sun. And then when it's cool again of an evening or on a cold day, they'll go straight back underground. Then in the springtime, they'll get up and they'll start moving around and looking for a mate, and then they'll go hunting and we see them everywhere. But this time of the year, they're easy to find if you look for them, but we don't see them everywhere. It's only those of us that go looking for them that find them, and that's what I'm doing today. Now today, when the sun's out, conditions are ideal for snakes. But the problem is, it's about 50% cloudy and 50% sunny. So conditions aren't ideal overall. They go from great to not great in an instant. Pilots flying aeroplanes, they would say that the cloudy's 4/8. That means half cloudy and half not cloudy. Well folks, I found snake number 1. I'm not going to disturb him. I'm going to get the camera nice and close, but then we'll just leave him be if he doesn't move off. Not going to harass him, but have a look at how big that snake is. That's one of the biggest black snakes you'll see. That is a monster. I'm going to take a step back. There you go, down the hole. Straight down there. When you're out the bush and you're walking around and you see old rabbit holes like that and you step over them, I wonder how many of them have got snakes under them that we don't see. That snake was enormous. Oh, snake number 1. Conditions are... Now the sun's come back out, it feels so snaky. The current temperature in Wangaratta is 19 degrees. It's not too windy, there's a bit of a breeze, everything is perfect right now. I've just spotted snake number 2. I'll try not to disturb him. I didn't mean to disturb that last one, to be honest. Just wanted to get a bit of nice up-close footage. This is a lovely clean snake. Not nearly as big as the last one, and most snakes aren't. That is really cool. He's just started hissing, so we might leave him alone. But that's snake number 2. Awesome, what a beauty. All right, let's keep walking and leave that one alone. See you later, mate. I've just seen snake number 3, but he's on the move. Now this is where things started going a little bit pear-shaped. I noticed one black snake here and it was moving. I wanted to get it on film, so I raced over to it quickly. As I was approaching it, I noticed another black snake here, and then quickly noticed 2 more black snakes together over here. But because it all happened so quickly, what I didn't notice was this very large eastern brown snake right there, and I almost put my foot on it. This is a little bit sketchy. I didn't mean for this to happen, and it shows how careful you've got to be. Roll the tape. I think he's already onto me. Oh look, oh wow, there's number 4. And look, number 5. Number 6. And a brown snake, number 7. I've got a fright, look. Oh, can you believe that? Wow! I nearly stood on that brown snake. I wasn't expecting it. You can still see his tail, look. I got a fright. I've made so many snake videos. I bet you've never seen me jump like that. Doesn't matter how much you like snakes, they can still make you jump. Look at that brown trying to get down that hole. Wow. That there is the second deadliest snake in the world. The eastern brown snake. I'll catch my... So I've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 snakes already. Isn't it amazing? These are some of the spots them snakes went. The first one went down that hole. The second one went down... That brown snake went down that hole. I don't think any went down that hole, but I wouldn't mind betting there's one down there. One... There's a big snake skin just there. 2 of them went down that hole. Check that out, that's a wombat hole. I wonder what happens if a snake goes into the wombat hole. I wonder if a wombat comes racing out really quick. How do they carry all the dirt out when they dig these holes? The human brain really is an amazing thing, isn't it? I'm wired at the moment looking for black snakes. Mostly all I see around here are black snakes. The odd brown here and there, but I don't come here expecting to find browns. I've got spots where I know I see brown snakes more regularly, but this is my favourite spot and it's mostly black snakes, and as such I'm just so tuned in looking for black snakes that when I saw that brown I didn't even notice it. I just reviewed the footage on the back of my camera, and it was such a light brown. It was standing out like a beacon right under my feet, and I didn't see it because I was looking for black things. Isn't that amazing? Now I'm looking for black and brown things. And I've just found one. I'm just got to be careful here, because what happened before, I'm just going to tilt my camera up. He's already onto me, I think. Big one. Ooh. And look at this. While I'm looking at that number 8, I just said a minute ago, I've got to be a bit careful here, and this is why. Because on my way over to 8, look beside me here. Number 9. It's so easy for me to stand on that snake. I reckon it would probably jump, and we'd both jump, and I don't think I'd get bitten, but it'd be a hair-raising experience. There's so many snakes here that just... I was there, and I said, I've just got to be a bit careful here, and that's what I was talking about, because there could be a second one. So there's 8 and 9. Snake count is up to 9. That one's gone underground. This one's just going to leave him alone. That is really cool. Just spotted number 10, but he's moving, so as soon as he sees me, he'll probably disappear. Hey, mate. Oh, good, I pose no threat. Going straight down that tiny, weeny little hole under there. Gee, it's amazing how they just vanish into such tight little areas like that. Right, well that was number 10. I've just hit double figures. I think I've kept count. I don't think I've lost count. It's a bit like redfin fishing. Once you catch more than half a dozen, you start to question how many you've actually caught. But you know it's a snaky day when you're starting to question just how many snakes that you've seen because you've lost count. But I'm pretty sure I'm sitting on 10. 9 blacks and 1 brown, 1 eastern brown. Check this out, you won't believe this, you wouldn't read about this. Right, have a look what I found here, ready? A thong. I think that might be the remnants of the last person that came over here photographing snakes. This is the OG snake tree, this one. The very first snake I saw in this area was here. It was on an August day. It was a cold southerly wind, but the sun was out. And I was bushwalking and I found a snake next to this tree. Then I kept coming back and finding snakes near this tree. It used to be a very reliable spot to find the snakes, and now there's none here. Haven't seen any here for quite a while. There's 2 snakes under a log over there, but one of them I think has just gone underground already. I just noticed them. The other one's still sitting there. I'll extend my pole and we'll go and have a look. They're both there. Look, you're coming out this end. Look, another one up there. 1, 2, 3. Right, so there's snake number 10, number 11, 12 and 13. There's still one under there. The other one just went down there. He was caught up there and one went down a moment ago. 3 in that spot. Right, we're up to 13. I saw him and just as I was getting my camera ready, he took off down the hole. It was a definite sighting. I don't know whether the camera picked it up, but that's 14. That was different, that one. That's out in the open, away from any trees and stuff. Just out in the open in a hole in the ground. 14. Quite a big one over here. Check this out. Oh. Straight into his hole. I bet anything that snake is spending its entire winter under there, then it comes out here into the sun, and then goes just back under there. I bet you that snake has been there all winter. 14, I think I'm up to now. There goes number 15. I think I missed that one as well. Oh, another one. One just went down there, and then in the distance I saw something go down a hole here. I can't even see the hole. Right, that was number 15. Definitely, I know the camera wouldn't have seen it, but I did. Didn't get it. All I saw was something move like a tail going under. That one's not confirmed. There was definitely something moving there. So I'm not going to count that one, but I am going to count that one. So I think that's number 15, I think. I'm losing count. I was on 10, then I saw 11, 12, 13, 14 to say 15. I saw number 15 and potentially number 16, but I'm not going to count that because I didn't get a positive ID. That was a red belly black too, just for the record. Check this out. It looks like somebody's built a hut here at some stage and the roof's collapsed. That stuff there is hairy panic grass. When we get a really wet year like we did sort of about 3 in a row, we get lots of grasses growing. In this particular grass, the hairy panic, it seeds and then it just sends panic grass everywhere. I shared a video of it on my backup channel last year. It was so high, I had to drive through it and couldn't see where I was going, but a heap of it has piled up here over the years, and then it's sort of gotten wet and collapsed and settled and broken down and has naturally formed ideal habitat for wildlife. That's pretty cool. There's another wombat hole. That one doesn't look used. The other one looked very freshly used, but this doesn't. I reckon I'd need to be a pretty brave wombat to live here. Imagine crawling into a hole underground here. My camera battery's getting low. I did bring spares, but they're in my car, which isn't near me at the moment. It's another huge one, not the first one. Extend my selfie stick. Going close. He's gone around the other side. He's disappeared. I don't know where it went, but it came out this side and then just vanished. That was a beautiful big snake, lovely colours. I wouldn't mind betting that that one's not long shed its skin. Well, there's number 16. And while I'm talking, I just noticed a little skink run along that stick there, a little lizard. This winter sunshine's bringing them all out. I can see one way over there on that grass. I can just see its head moving around. Gone. he was just having a good old sniff around, and the moment he saw the camera, pew, took off like Hot Rod Harry. Some of these snakes are actually moving quite fast. They must be a bit warmer. I mean, it's a 20-degree day. It's the warmest day we've had for quite a while. I often say to people, when you're looking for snakes in winter, they're a lot slower because they're cold and slow. But as they get warmer, the warmer it is, the faster they can move. They're like batteries. The more charged up they are, the more power they've got. And snakes aren't just that. They're solar powered. They charge up in the sun. Solar powered rat catcher. Or these black snakes, it's more like solar power frog catcher. That gave me a fright. Just walking along and a bloody hare just took off from under there and ran off at 100 mile an hour. The hare gave me a fright. I think I'm a bit on edge after that brown snake earlier. I'm still a bit flighty. I've just spotted number 18 over there in the sun. I've just got to make sure that my shadow doesn't spook it. What a beauty. Gorgeous snake. What a beautiful specimen of a red-bellied black snake that is. Very fat. Let's leave that one alone. Enjoy the sun, mate. I know I am. I've just spotted number 19 under that tree root. I saw one here a few weeks ago. Oh, he's seen me. Did you see him? He took off pretty quick. The moment that snake noticed that I was here, gone, straight down the hole. I just want to pause for a moment to give a big shout out to my awesome friend Max, his amazing wife and their awesome 5 boys. They've got 5 sons, they're great at catching yabbies, and they watch all my videos and they particularly like my snake videos. Max and your amazing family, I love you guys. Thank you for being in my life and thank you for enjoying my videos and for the great feedback that you give me on my snake videos. This battery's nearly flat. Let's go and see if I can find a couple more. I just saw number 20. I just saw snake number 20, but you might have to take my word for it because it disappeared down the hole. It was on the edge of that hole. I promise it was. I know that the camera wouldn't have seen it, but I got a good view of it. It was curled up and it went... You'll have to take my word for it, but I just saw snake number 20. I think it's 20, unless I've lost count. If it's not, it's up there somewhere. Folks, it's happened again. I've just seen another one that I didn't get the camera out in time. It was just right there in the fork of that tree, in the middle of that tree. It was a lovely red-bellied black snake. And I've actually switched to my mobile phone now because my DJI action camera has got a bat flattery. So I've switched to my phone. So the last 2 snakes, I've seen them, but you haven't. Hopefully you get to see the next one, or you might think I'm making up stories. Righto, here's snake number 22, is it? Oh, I think it's 22. I've seen so many I'm losing count, but I've managed to actually get the camera out in time before this one takes off. Look at that, what a beauty. See if I can zoom in a bit for you. What a beautiful snake. mate, you are a ripper, just sitting there in the sun. Sitting there minding his own business. Look at this big one just laying out in a straight line, soaking up as much of that sun as it can. See how it's all flattened out? They often do that to try and get a bit more warmth. That's a ripper. That's number 23. It's alright, mate. Luckily my shadow doesn't scare it. Let him jitter a bit, but it's all good, buddy. Turn around and go back to his hole. Look, straight down the ground. Awesome. That was a beautiful snake. I still reckon the first one that I saw today was the biggest one though. That was just huge, that snake. There's number 25. It's got such a deep red tummy. Oh, he's going underground, look. There he goes. I thought he was going underground, but there he goes. Wow, is that 24 or 25? Was the last one 24? I can't remember. I'll call that one 24, but it could be 25 or 26 or 23 or something. It's a lot. I'm almost at the end of my little walk here. I haven't got much further to go until I'm finished. Can you see that black snake in my shadow? Yeah, well, I couldn't. I didn't even notice it. I was so fixed on the snake that's hidden in amongst all the grasses and the sticks that I didn't see the one that was out in the open, and I almost stood on it. This is hair-raising moment number 2 for this video. There's 25. There's 25. You're going to see his toe. There's 26. I nearly stood on another one. Oh, it gave me a fright. Look at him. He's all flared up because I nearly stood on him. Number 25 was over there. Number 26 is here, you idiot. Look at that. I'm even scared the sheep. They're running like mad over there. Sorry, mate. I didn't mean to scare you. That was my fault. But you scared me too. I suppose when you see 26 snakes in a couple of hours of bushwalking, chances are one of them at least is going to scare you. Well, those two were quite close together. Notice him settling down now. Look, his neck was flattened out. Now he's calmed down. If I don't harass him, if I just stand back, he'll just move away. Or he'll stay there and just continue enjoying this late afternoon sun. That was so funny. I know people are going to comment and say one day you're going to get bitten and it's going to be your own fault and blah blah blah. It probably is. But you know, I love snakes. I love this. It's probably certainly has got an element of danger. Snakes are very dangerous things, Australian snakes. You know, people race motorbikes and racing cars and drag cars, and they parachute and bungee jump and abseil and paraglide, and there's so many dangerous activities. I'm not the only one that's got an activity that's that comes with a few hazards. It certainly comes with a few rewards as well. That's number 26, and isn't it just an absolutely beautiful snake? Notice how he calmed down. Let's go through what just happened. I saw one over there disappear into a hole, and because I've seen a number of snakes, 2 or 3 or something that I haven't actually got on film, I wanted to make sure that I got it so that you didn't think I was lying, didn't think I was spinning you a yarn. So I raced over here and my eyes were fixed on that. I didn't see the one that was just there. So I've raced over here, something's moved there, I've looked down and there's a snake and I've gone, ah! That's the second snake scare that I've had today. I can still see that snake. I assume it's the same snake, just moving along over there. Check him out. Yeah, I reckon it's the same one. He got angry, he flattened his neck out, and he calmed down. I often say to people, look, he's going to come over towards me now. I often say to people, you know, people go crook at me and say, leave the poor things alone. And I usually say, don't stress. Within a few minutes, they've settled down. There's the evidence. He was really wound up a minute ago, and now he's just settled right down. He's only about probably a metre 20 from my foot. He has just calmed right down, and now he's just doing his thing. Awesome. Awesome. How good was that? What an afternoon. 26 snakes. Wow. I apologise for this branch just here. My phone's sitting in a tree because my DJI Action 4, that's flat. Folks, I've just had the most incredible afternoon as far as I'm in my element. As far as a reptile lover goes, it doesn't get much better than this. 26 snakes. Now, it's important that I do say this. Australian snakes are dangerous. They're deadly. That eastern brown snake that I saw this morning, that's the second deadliest snake in the world. Second in the entire universe, second only to the fierce snake, which is the inland taipan, and they're not found here, they're found much further north. But they are both found in Australia. But don't be scared of snakes. If you're out the bush, whether you're fishing, bushwalking, or whatever you're doing, if you see a snake, give it space. Step back. If this video doesn't prove to you that snakes don't want to chase you, then nothing's going to. I put my foot right in the face of an eastern brown snake today. I didn't mean to, and I certainly jumped, but it didn't bite me. And I put my foot in the face of a red belly black snake. It didn't bite me either. It got angry and it flattened its neck. And within 20 or 30 seconds, its neck had retracted and it had started slowly moving around, just enjoying the sun. It calmed down and got out of the way as quick as it could, and that's what they all do. So if you see a snake, don't be scared of it. Just stand back. Don't throw rocks at it. Don't try and poke it or prod it. Just stand back, walk around, and it'll be on its way. And I'm hoping that this video has really proven that. I've had an awesome afternoon. Thank you all very much for watching.